Uniagana escuta e nishi e até no caro pink e aí no tigre no chaka e a nishi o joma e aí no mano cantinhata e o par no hadre no chitiria no hadre no uiato e no cuida na chino guitarra cuida para que assim a corrente do filme
legítimo doctorcito legítimo curanderito.
Here with the one and only Herbert Quinteros, artist, musician, medicine man, Peruvian treasure, right? Curator of the Qatari Center. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for this interview. To say that we are working here for maintain and preserve the Amazon rainforest,
Yes.
and the knowledge that is still alive here. No, this is the first vision that we have in this dream. No, and this vision that we have through the many medicines that we were taking. No, in our own practice, in our own diet, in our own prayer. No. Now it's a privilege to share with a lot of people who are coming from around the world, no? And this is the dream, no, that we are creating, to co-create, no, all
Yeah,
together.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I've been blessed to be a guest here for the past few days, and truly it's miraculous. It's truly beautiful what you put together, and the wisdom coming through in all forms, whether it's from art inspired through the medicines from people from America and Europe, to the art expressed through music, through designs of different crafts, and it's just such a blessing to see, and it's beautiful to see that a place is dedicated to this, the curation of this ancient wisdom applied in a new way in today, and integrated in so many different ways and so many different avenues from across the world at the same time, with people that don't even speak the same language, yet through a deeper connection, right? The individual journey that each of us have to take to go into that deeper depth of the spirit, which we call the soul. We can unite in ceremony of all forms, and truly, we hear the words "todo es la medicina," everything is medicine, and I think that that's something that can only be experienced. It's something you hear everything is medicine. You're like, oh, okay, but you know, you learn a bad experience. It tends to be a good learning lesson, but only once you've experienced that, truly gone full circle on something like this wisdom like this, you really start to see the medicine in everything.
Yeah, I think to come back to the roots, no? To come back to the roots means for me everything is a medicine, no? Because we are living in the society with a lot of distractions, no? And to come back here in the nature, to come back in the educated, no? To learn to unlearn, no? This is my vision, to learn to unlearn, no? With all the people who are coming here, and to connect again in our own nature, no? In education, no? In the art, no? In the medicine, no? In the music, no? How this magic that each people has inside be able to meet again, no? To connect again in this vibration, no? Like wow, I was able to paint, no? This is also to embrace the art that the people has inside, no? To create something that connected from the heart, no? Because we are living in the system, no? In the mind, but the mind to connect in the heart is simple 20 centimeters, no? But it's sometimes the most longer way for a lot of people around the world, no? You know? This is the cosmologic, Occidental cosmologic say is always asking questions in the mind to try to understand the mind with the heart. No, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this to organizing from the mind. But in this culture, in this cosmovision Amazonic, is the other side. I feel that I want to do this, then I think how I'm going to do that, you know.
Absolutely.
But I have to feel first, no, and the deepest connection in your heart, then take a decision.
Absolutely,
no?
absolutely.
This is different, no. But the balance that we try to also to try to coordinate, no, the balance is have to be in the perfect connection with ourselves, no.
Very fine. In mysticism, they say that infinity is not pertaining to distance between material objects. They say infinity is the infinite distance between one who knows and one who does not know themselves. Because it's infinite distance when you're confused and trying to understand what it is to be alive through the mind, because it's infinite creator. It's going to create everything, and keep you here. When, as you say, just this far distance down is to feel what the truth is. And it's like the ancient approach of literally flipping. It's literally a cycle of flipping, is connecting into the heart, into our sixth sense, and using the mind will automatically switch into an observatory tool that will observe the true feelings, observe the flow of life, and thus process the true experience as opposed to try to create an artificial one, which in essence is the matrix. It's an artificial reality we create, and each person is in their own matrix. And it's beautiful to see you, the ability of someone like yourself, which is not only truly embraces the true path, and has a lifetime of experience, literally born and raised in la selva, like in the jungle, but on top of this is to be able to communicate in English and in 7 languages total. Yes, what a blessing to be able to share in 7 languages. How many languages are on the earth? 112. We have
more, I think more.
More? How many are you going to go for? We need more, brother. Amazing, amazing. Let me ask you a few questions. What would you say is the most defining lesson that you have learned in this path, as it pertains to the ancient wisdom that lies within the plants, okay, and today? Like, what do you think is the most important thing, if you had to say to a person in front of you who's asking, what is the most important lesson you could teach that the plants collectively are here to teach humanity, whether it's one soul or all of us at the same time?
The humbleness.
Humbleness?
From the humbleness, you're able to surrender many things and to be able to open and to be in silence and be able to listen and to observe it with your ears. In this humbleness that can accept all the knowledge that just happen in your life, happen with the knowledge, happen with the teaching, happen with the vibration, happen with your family, happen with your relation, happy with master plan, happy with spirits, happy with connection.
Amazing. Yeah. It's a very difficult thing because we're in the West, we're programmed the complete opposite.
I know.
You know, the loudest
competition. So.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. The quickest way to the other side of the building is through the front door.
Yeah.
There's so many sayings you're taught by successful people, but yet when you meet those successful people on a one-on-one basis, they're searching for the same thing that the homeless person is searching for, and that's just a grander understanding of why. Why suffering? Why can I have everything, literally billions of dollars in houses and cars and planes, and why do I not feel whole?
Because they're attached, no?
Yeah.
Too much attachments, no?
Absolutely.
The people are going to understand that the life is not for be attached, no? When they die, you're not going to carry all your money to your home.
No.
At the time is the moment where we can be able to enjoy, you know. This is also one part that I'm learning in this process of my life, no? Where I'm going to be able to bring a new baby, you know, my relation with my wife, no? This beautiful connection with pure love that I can able to surrender, to accept in the humble way, to be loved also, no?
Yeah.
Because our work is in the service all the time, giving a lot of things. But when you're going to stop to breathe and to be ready to, oh, pucha, that's my time to receive also.
Yeah,
No, this is
yeah.
that I learned also
Yeah.
this way. No,
Yeah, a beautiful daughter. I have two. They make you present.
yeah.
You're in your head, you think you're doing important things, you get lost in service.
Uh-huh.
You can get lost in business.
Mhm.
And this path, you can also get lost in service, where it's a new way for you to become a victim, where you're trying to help,
Yeah.
and it becomes like the same thing as before. And you have to catch yourself, but your daughter will grab you and just make you present.
Yeah.
Grab you by the face and say, "Look at me."
Yeah.
And it brings you right into the heart
Yeah.
immediately. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
blessing. That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Would you say that, how would you explain for people the importance of the traditional music between all of the different shamanic cultures?
Mhm.
You know, there's so many different tribes here in Peru,
Yeah.
through the entire rainforest. We look at something as a whole. We say, oh, the Amazonian rainforest, and we assume that there's one tribe, but it's amazing, just like all cultures in the world, how many different tribes there are. And within each tribe is a different practice, and maybe the collective purpose is the same, but the way that they approach the practices they do for a spiritual opening a sacred space, closing a sacred space, the dialect, even the accents, the languages are different, yet the message is collectively the same. And I feel like one of the most, in my experience, one of the most important things when working with a specific shamanic culture, regardless of the shamanic culture, here in the rainforest and in Peru in general, they don't use the word shaman so much. The word is curandero. And a curandero that works specifically with plants is vegetalista, and very specific things, because, you know, in the plant kingdom, the heart of the plant kingdom is the rainforest. The rainforest is 5% of the land mass on the earth, but produces over 20% of all oxygen on the earth, including over all of the oceans. And in the epicenter, in the heart of Mother Nature, you have the widest range of plant medicines. And we're not talking about plant medicines as the way we look at it from the West, of trying to get high or see visions and all of these other components. We're talking about plant medicines, the master teachers, right? The Maestro Curanderos, the master teachers and the master healers. Each one of the plants represents one collective Mother Nature, similar to each different expression of humanity. Each different tribe and each different culture creates one different strand of the DNA that creates the collective humanity. Yeah, and I feel like lots of people want to absorb the medicines of all kinds and then create new, without ever really embracing and experiencing the foundation of the temple, you know, the foundation. How important would you say that the Icaros, which is a word that means mantra, Icaro is like a mantra, it's sacred vibrations, songs that are sung in ceremonies, medicines, no medicines, the Icaros themselves. Could you talk a little bit about how the Icaros are in themselves, the importance of them, and this specific code of medicine and what it does?
The Icaro is a incorporation of the vibration of the spirits of the plants. In this vibration, you are able to share, you know, with the intentions who make the whole part of the medicine, you know? Not just the plant that you're drinking, also the vibration who is bringing the spirit of the plant, who help to you to release, to help, to be grateful, to close, to create this safely bubble space in ceremony, no? Because this is where have to be worked, no? In very protected, very clean space where the people can be able, where the people can be able to improve themselves, no? To also to courage, you know, to face the fears, to heal the fears, and to then to release all this situation, no? And the Icaro helps to you to open the way, no? To give the bridge, no? To this.
It's and of utmost importance, so important. A shaman or a curandero who is on the high level is referred to as a maestro curandero. which in Maestro can also be looked at as a conductor. With a conductor in an orchestra, if you sit down in the orchestra, you open your eyes, you see 30 different people with different instruments and one conductor. But if you close your eyes, you hear one piece of art, right? And this is because the maestro, the conductor, is a little bit more here, a little bit less here, and they're controlling the vibrations
like
of
director of those
exactly the energies that come in. And this is different from most other cultures because in other cultures, people go themselves into the temple, where in the temple, the vibrations, perhaps they're singing to one of the Hindu gods or goddesses, right? To bring in this energy, you know? Ganesh, they're trying to usher in compassion with Kuan Yin, let's say, for instance. In the culture of Curanderismo here in the Amazon, they really look at yourself as a walking, living temple. And so when utilizing other plants, you're allowing other components of the plant spirits to enter your temple. And through that work, it provides the ability for the shaman to be able to go and to bring that energy into any sacred space in anywhere in the world. Medicines or no medicines. In essence, the curandero does the work for who knows how long. How long have you been on this path?
23 years.
23 years. So for 23 years, you've been doing dietas, working with all the medicines, silence, right? Medicines, sharing, learning, teachers in the physical form, plants, right? And the ability to utilize these ikaros in a sacred setting and to, in essence, raise that vibration that lies within us is a different thing, because this really is all about unlocking dormant DNA and codes that lie within us, as opposed to calling upon outside forces, hoping that one day they arrive. It's really just awakening from within. And I've never seen a path of shamanism with such ability to connect in such a short amount of time to truly create an experience for anybody at any time. And I think it truly has to do with the aspect of Mother Nature being here in the jungle. I mean, it's truly miraculous. How would you say that your music is, what percentage of your music would you say is inspired from your commitment and a lifetime commitment to your path in the arts of the medicine path?
My music, how percentage you say?
Yeah, what percentage of your music would you say is inspired from your experiences as a curandero?
I think it's part of my life. There is no
There's
percentage.
no difference. There's 100%.
It's
Your life. It's the same thing.
It's life.
Yeah.
It's the vibration of life, and that way I can express from my connection.
Yeah.
It's very, very simple.
For anybody who has not heard Herbert's music, there'll be links, of course, for people to experience. It's truly phenomenal. The amount of different instruments and sounds you create, a studio in your house is unbelievable. Before you were on the medicine path, did you play any instruments? Did you sing anything? Or
I was singing.
Singing?
From the childhood, yeah.
The
Step by
charango?
step. No, the instruments arrive step by step, no? And whatever is in my hands create music, no?
Yeah.
Danza y cuerpo,